Hello guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Coast Tunes, How to Get Over Your Fear of Roller Coasters. If I sound a little stuffy, that's because I'm just getting over a cold. We'll get right into it.
Let me tell you a story from long ago. When I was a young lad, I used to be deathly afraid of them roller coasters. I don't know what the fuck accent that was. I'm gonna stop doing that now. I wouldn't even go on so much as the little Disney coasters that only turn. The Big Thunder Mountain.
How do you... Okay. I actually don't watch Coast Tunes much, but I'm gonna start watching them more. It seems interesting.
Used to be the shit, you know, the stuff of nightmares to me. It really wasn't that long ago that I got over the fear of roller coasters and became an addict, like a year and a half at this.
Honestly, same. I became an addict like a year and a half ago. I know this is an insanely old video. Or not insanely old, but yeah, I was an addict like a year and a half ago. That's when I started liking them. So, should I put out a video about that? You guys tell me.
But that's not really the point. The point is I got over it, and a lot of people haven't. I get a lot of comments being like, Coast Tunes, how do I get over my fear of roller coasters? Coast Tunes, what's a good first ride to do that isn't too intense? Coast Tunes, how did you get into coasters? So today I'm going to be answering all of those questions in lengthy detail, except that last one because I already kind of did a video on that. It's linked in the description.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't already, go check out Coast Tunes. Go watch his videos. He's a good guy, so yeah.
Or the card or somewhere. I don't really care if you watch it. It's pretty old, but it's fully animated if that's your thing. Anyways, out of those first two questions, I'm first going to talk about how to get over your fear of roller coasters, because that's probably what most of you came here for. Now, there's two reasons people don't like to ride roller coasters. One is the fear that they will fall off the ride or the ride will malfunction.
I am dying inside as an enthusiast because that will never happen, pretty much. If one of you fall off a roller coaster, I'll give your whole family $1 billion. So, yeah.
Or, you know, something will go wrong to harm them. The other is the fear of the feeling of the ride itself, the forces on your body. The fear of getting hurt is surprisingly the easier to fix of the two. I said this in my roller coaster accident video, but I kind of messed up the stats, so I'm going to do it again. In the video, I said you have a 1 in 24 million chance of dying on a roller coaster.
That's kind of high.
I was off by a couple hundred million. Your chances of getting injured are 1 in 24 million, which, like I said in the video, you're more likely to get struck by lightning 50 times. But to actually die in a coaster, that bumps it up to 1 in 750 million.
Yeah, so don't be scared of roller coasters, because that's the chances of you falling off or dying.
So now you're way more likely to be eaten alive by 50 sharks, get hit by 1,000 cars while crossing the street, and a way more likely chance to actually just trip in the park and die from the fall than to actually die in a roller coaster. I know those are kind of weird examples.
I wonder if that's actually true or if you just made that up.
But I don't know. Those were the first that came to mind. Roller coasters are literally hundreds of times more safe than your Ubers, your planes, the subway you ride, etc., etc. You get the idea. Roller coasters have more safety systems than you can wrap your head around, from big things like the train physically not being able to dispatch without all the restraints being locked in, to little things like the floors on inverted coasters lowering so you don't scrape your feet and get caught in them. If you're worried about it, then roller coaster designers have already got it covered. Trust me, you're not smarter than these professionally trained engineers. Where your restraints will pop up, well...
That is a very good point. You're not smarter than these engineers. Like, come on. Yeah.
On hydraulic restraints, which are...
And if you are a highly trained engineer, you shouldn't be. And you're still scared of roller coasters, you should not be afraid of roller coasters still. So...
Most modern day restraints now. The restraints uses a hydraulic cylinder to keep it in place that are used on airplanes to extend the spoilers. And not only that...
Really? I didn't know how they actually brought them down. That's pretty cool to think about. You can kind of see it on Soul Spin, but I didn't really think about it, so that's cool.
Most roller coasters usually have 2 of those hydraulic cylinders to keep the restraint in place. So, yes, you have the strength of 2 airplane flaps holding you in. Think the coaster will fly off the track? Well, that's why there are dozens of upstop wheels under the track to keep that from happening.
Okay, problem with this, this is my first time watching the video, so. Upstop wheels, a lot of GPs don't know what upstop wheels are, so... Yeah, but it's fine.
Think the roller coaster will start crumbling to the ground while you're on it, like Final Destination. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just not how these things work. That's a movie. That's obviously over... Actually, this movie is a big contributor to a lot of people's fear of roller coasters, so let's break it down real quick. First of all, that is not how restraints work. They do not magically come down into place onto your body. They have to be manually pushed. I know that's not really like a big thing, but still, it just shows that the people making this movie have no idea what's going on. Secondly, a ride op would for sure stop this dude from bringing whatever the fuck camera this is onto the ride. I mean, he did, but like...
Can't read?
Well, I wonder what coast this was filmed on. If anyone knows, tell me. But, yeah, you can't bring cameras on coasters. Please don't do that.
Well, can I just put in my pocket? Is that cool? Yeah.
But that's the best you can do, man. Really?
Yeah.
But this camera contraption probably wouldn't have even made it here. Most ride-ups tell everyone on the platform before you get on the ride to put all loose articles away in the bins.
Yeah,
and
good
even
point.
before that, there are usually people waiting outside the ride entrance or something, or sometimes even metal
Okay, they weren't. I haven't seen a coaster with metal detectors. That's a little far, but it's fine.
detectors to make sure nothing gets through. People still get stuff through the line sometimes, but not this contraption of film right here. Anyways, he gets the camera through, and as we crest the lift hill, we see that there's a leaky wire on the train. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This would definitely not happen because trains are inspected and tested on the daily before
Oh, every day. Every day they're inspected, tested. By the way, the reason they actually shut down rides is because they realize something's wrong with it, so they'll shut it down. It's not because someone already fell off. So, yeah, just a fact.
human riders actually get on. Also, I'm not 100% confident of this, but I'm pretty sure there isn't a singular wire on every roller coaster train that controls like literally every single
Yeah,
restraint.
good
Like I'm pretty
point.
sure it's a pedal or something, or you know, some trains need an electrical current to open up all the restraints during the course. There's literally no other way. So yeah, in conclusion,
Yeah.
this scene is baloney, and if this scene is why you're afraid of roller coasters, then you're making a fool of yourself. Roller coasters are some of the safest machines out there, and the fear of safety
Wait, why would they go on a roller? I haven't watched Final Destination, but I know, like, kind of the premise of it. Why would they go on a roller coaster? Just why? Something's bad gonna happen.
is a beyond irrational fear. Think about it. How many people do you personally know have been in a roller coaster accident? Now think about how many people you personally know that's been in a car accident. I can't even say you
No
know
fear.
5 times more people in car accidents than roller coasters because 5 times 0 is still 0. So that should hopefully calm your fears if you're concerned about the safety of these
Yeah,
things.
good
But what
point.
if you're afraid of the forces themselves? Now, if you're afraid of the forces from the ride, then are you ready for my one piece of advice?
Just do it!
That's actually the only thing I can say. I could
Yeah.
babble your ear off about the stats and the safety systems if you're afraid of getting hurt, but
Like, coasters are tested and tested to make sure they're safe like, for the forces and stuff. I know you've heard about all these coasters, but those were old coasters. Now they're a lot safer. Yeah.
if you're afraid of the main appeal of coasters themselves, then I really don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but
don't-
yes, you will feel that
don't
stomach
mind
dropping
that.
feeling on a 200-foot drop. You just can't spend too long contemplating, and you just gotta get in line. One thing I will say, if you're nervous for that first drop, then just watch a POV of the ride beforehand and notice how long you're actually falling.
That's actually a really good idea to watch POVs, because I've had a few friends that are scared. One of them, Amazing Airtime, you may know him from one of my vlogs. He used to be terrified of coasters. I rode his first big few coasters with him, and now he's an enthusiast. So, crazy how quick people can grow up.
Really not that long at all. On King Ka, the world's tallest coaster at 456 feet, you're really only dropping for a remarkable like 3 or 4 seconds. And most drops don't even come close to that size. Like I said, like in the time I've been talking about King Ka, you've done its drop like 3 times already. So just remember when you see the coaster in person how long the drop actually is, because most of the time it's over before it's really
Oh my gosh. King Taka's a parking lot coaster? It looks like it. That's crazy.
begun. Remember, those PRVs are the actual coasters, so when you start to panic, see
Wait, people think the POVs are fake, like, things? That is so stupid.
that it's taller than you expected, because trust me, coasters in person always look taller than in the video. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Remember that those 2 seconds of falling were taken on this coaster, and once you get on the ride, it will still be a remarkable 2 seconds of falling. And other than that, I really don't got anything for you. I will say, I used to not like that stomach dropping feeling, but now I crave it when going on coasters.
Wait, people don't like the stomach dropping feeling? It's kind of good, I mean. As long as you didn't eat beforehand, it's fine.
I don't know, it's like a little inspiration story. Maybe you'll do that too. You'll completely do a flippity flop like me. Now, for those of you that are scared of other things besides that stomach dropping feeling, then I'll explain in this video exactly what different elements of coasters feel like that you'll experience.
Alright.
Inversions. Most of these are pretty forceless. You don't really feel anything, but on the super tight
Yeah, I never feel inversions, except in Vertigo. But yeah.
ones, you'll feel like your face is getting smushed into your head. Launches. At the beginning, there will usually be a quick jolt that kind of feels like a gut punch or that stomach dropping feeling, but then you'll just kind of feel like you're going super fast and
love
pinned to the back of
launches,
your seat.
bro.
Speed. You'll just feel the wind in your face. If you're really afraid of roller coasters for speed, then just sit anywhere besides the front row. Hanging upside down.
Yeah,
It's
good
literally exactly what it sounds like. Trust me, you're not going to fall out. You'll feel
Hanging upside down's amazing, bro.
you're gonna fall out, but the restraints will catch you.
Oh, yeah.
But this only really happens when you're upside down for a long period of time, and on most coasters, this shouldn't really be a concern.
Yeah.
And heights. Heights on coasters still kind of freak me out in the lift, but
Yeah.
that only makes it better.
I'm actually still kind of scared of being up high. I'm scared of heights a little bit, so yeah.
Before plunging into the layout. I love it. But what if you're over that? What if you're ready to try some out? Obviously, you don't want to dive in with a 300-foot monstrosity. Now, I'm assuming that you've already done the kiddie coasters and the family coasters, and you're ready for some real stuff. If you haven't done the family coasters, then you should probably hit those up first, and don't even bother with the kiddie coasters. Those are stupid. But if you already did those, I would say start with some B&M
Kiddie coasters are stupid if they're not for the kiddie credit.
loopers like floorless coasters or inverts. Inverts do have some pretty intense moments, but I think you can probably handle it.
Inverts.
You can also start with a GCI because those are pretty low to the ground, so
Oh, GCI's amazing first coasters. Amazing first coasters. It has almost every element except inversions for a coaster. So, not element, I meant force. So, yeah.
you won't get any of that stomach dropping feeling and you won't go upside down. Then you can move on to some tamer launch coasters like Premiers or even something like Cheetah Hunt. Then if you're done with that and you're ready
Okay, yeah, Flight of Fear is a good next coaster. I feel like after this, he's going to say something more like, I don't know, Diamondback or something.
for some drops, I'd say start with a dive coaster because once you get past
Oh,
that
yeah,
first
dive.
drop, the rest of it is like slow inversions, which is okay because you've done B&M loopers. The
I
first
love
drop will be super intimidating, but it's a nice introductory course to airtime and that stomach dropping feeling without going overboard throughout the layout. Then move on to the big boys like Hypers, and after that, you're pretty much free to do whatever. There are some outliers like Maverick or El Toro that are less intimidating than dives, but you should
Maverick and El Toro, or Maverick, only thing I've ridden. It's actually really good. It's really fun. I don't know. I just wanted to rant about Maverick for a second.
still wait because trust me, they are really intense. I'm going to go through a couple parks and tell you which coasters to start with and how to progress through them. This isn't a guide on how to minimize weights. That's a whole nother video. This is more of how to warm yourself up, you know, get yourself
Yeah,
hyped up to
that
get on those
video
rides. Let's get into it. Hershey Park. Start with the GCIs in the back like Lightning Ray.
I've never been to Hershey Park, but I think the rest of this video is just him talking about the, like, what park and, like, parks and stuff. I don't think Kings Island's in here, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reaction here. Thanks for watching. Tell me if I should do more reactions. See you next time. Coaster tunes, please comment on the video.